mostrar pra você como se dança o baião. Oi, quem quiser aprender é favor prestar atenção. Morena, chega pra cá, beijo com meu coração. Agora é só me seguir, pois eu vou dançar o baião. Eu vou mostrar pra você como se dança o baião. Oi, quem quiser aprender é favor prestar atenção. Morena, chega pra cá, beijo com meu coração. Agora é só me seguir, pois eu vou dançar o baião.
This was done by Seth Bachman, I think is how you say his last name. He was a political cartoonist, underground cartoonist. He worked in this magazine called World War III. And, you know, the bookstore being downstairs publishes his stuff. They're like sort of an anarchist publishing thing. And we had the opportunity to put this up here and came and did it, and I love it.
Eu vou mostrar pra você como se dança o baião. Oi, quem quiser aprender é favor prestar atenção. Morena, chega pra cá, beijo com meu coração. Agora é só me seguir, pois eu vou dançar o baião. Eu vou mostrar pra você como se dança o baião. Oi, quem quiser aprender é favor prestar atenção. Morena, chega pra cá, beijo com meu coração.
I came to town and there just happened to be a pretty good scene, and I was looking for new stuff to do. And there was another band called Blow, and I was like, man, both these bands are great. Let's just put the records out. We did it all at once, and that's kind of how it got started. And then Chris and I got hooked up because I sold his dad's 16mm film collection. We knew each other from the '78 world, which is a whole, that's a dark place. So. All right, hey, I'm George. This is my shop, Anger Bomb Records, here in Ithaca, New York. We've been here 16 years, started in the basement, moved upstairs to this much bigger space 3 years ago. I knew the guy at the bookstore really well from the first time I lived in Ithaca, and he kind of offered me a space. I was going through a breakup and needed to do something new, so I decided to open up the shop, and here I am. I started in record stores at Midnight Records in New York City on 23rd Street, right across from the Chelsea Hotel. It was known for its garage and psych and punk stuff. We would vacation up here and just liked it, and the city was just getting to be too much, so and the record digging was really good here. So the first day I walked into Salvation Army, there was a bunch of Lee Hazelwood records, and I was like, oh, this might be a spot I could do something. Well, I've always been a crazy collector with baseball cards and comic books. I was a punk rock kid, so started collecting punk rock records. That's still kind of my first love and a big focus of my collection. Yeah, being in a college town, you get a lot of world music, a lot of classical Indian, a lot more jazz than normal. Yeah, there's some cool deep collections that are around, so. Dude, this, it was a guy, he was a 45 collector, and we would get together every Friday to trade records. And I knew he had a lot of records, but he passed away 4 years ago. His wife called me up, said, come over, it's time. Chuck was his name. He knew that I'd take care of her. We get into the main room. It's like, I don't know, 10,000 records. I'm like, all right, cool, this is good, this is a nice collection. And she's like, okay, oh yeah, and there's some stuff in the basement, I think. We get into the basement. It's no joke. Over 100,000 45s that he just snuck in. His wife didn't even know what was down. It took us 2 years, so yeah, we're still kind of going through it. He had like every local thing you could think of. There's a record called The Jolly Beggars from Binghamton. It's like a $2,000 garage 45. That's probably the one that sticks out the most, so at least it's value-wise. There's not a lot, actually. Ithaca didn't put out a lot of records. A lot in Utica, a lot in Binghamton, a lot in Syracuse, a lot in Rochester. Not a ton from Ithaca. Bobby Comstock is probably the biggest name. Oh, Ronnie James Dio. Did all his like doo-wop and teen records. My first is the Shandells doing Gorilla. It's I'm pretty sure these guys are from Wisconsin, 65 or 66. It's just stupid, tons of screams. The lyrics are basically go, go, gorilla, like 100 times over and over again. It's amazing. It just summarizes, I love stupid music, like, and garage music and just like out of control stuff. And this is like the perfect encapsulation of that. I would have heard this first at Midnight Records. That would have been my old boss, JD Martignon, who would have turned me onto this, so.
Is that where your love of garage music kind of stemmed from, or you liked it?
I always sort of enjoyed it, but I kind of, you know, that was like jumping in the deep end. That was like the spot for that sort of stuff in New York City at that time. Yeah, the Cramps would come in all the time. Like, yeah, it was a cool spot.
Go, 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 go. I lived a dance that they've heard of not so long ago. Go, 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 go. Oh, well, they call it the gorilla, baby, it's not slow.
So this is another 60s record. British band, the Blue Orchids doing Ooh Chang-a-Lay. It's got like, I don't think Joe Meek produced this, but it certainly sounds like it's got hit that vibe. It's a whole thing about a bunch of it's got that great classic girl group sound, but it's something that like every teenager feels, and there's not a lot of records about. Like, they just want to be older. And it's just like such a perfect, like, another, I guess, kind of dumb record. I just love what it says. It's just such a pure, authentic statement that like every teenager feels. Like, when you're 15, you want to be 16, you want to be a grown-up. It just is perfect. Again, JD would have turned me onto this. I would have heard this on Girls in the Garage Volume 1 from the mid-90s. So, yeah. And it took a while to track down. It was pretty hard to find. The Vomit Pigs from Texas. I mean, punk rock is my first love. Never got over it. This is like 79 or 80 Texas, and it's like, as punk rock came out of the big cities, like a lot of very interesting things happened. And this is one of the best. There was a series of compilations called Killed by Death that was what I think this was on Killed by Death number 10. And even when those were coming out, I was already pretty involved in going to the FMU record fair, buying punk records. And I kept looking for this and looking for it, and it was just impossible. I just had to throw enough money at him that he was like, okay, fine, I'll sell it to you, so. And then Peter Grudzien, is this on your radar? So he's like a gay New York City guy who's obsessed with bluegrass, and it's just the most tortured. Everybody calls him like an outsider guy, but really this is in Skip Spence territory. You know? Like, it's beautiful. Definitely check this one out. I don't know how this got on my radar. I've known about, probably another compilation again, where they put the silliest track, which is called White Hillbilly Trick, which is a great song, but it's the goofiest one on there. Probably a reissue.
What's your favorite track on this?
Got the whole thing, beginning to end, man. Once you start, you can't stop, so. Probably Kentucky Candy, though, is like, he's really tortured about being in love with this guy, so, and it really comes out. It's pretty astonishing.
that you can't recall. You should have given all of them shoes. Just when you think it's over, friendly lightning then reminds you of the...
And then last, it was really tough to get it down to 5, man.
I hear you.
But these 2 girls, I think they're 11 and 12, California. Like, there's something so authentic. You just can't fake what it is when a kid sings so purely. And this is gorgeous from beginning to end also. Slightly psych, a little folky. There's definitely some sunshine vibes. A California dealer who's, man, I can't think of his name, but he finds such cool stuff. You know those Langley School Project records? They're super rare Canadian, like, kids singing. He sold me those, and then he was like, I have one more record I think you'll like. And, like, I think this blows away the Langley School. It's just, it's so good.
Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a man, but his name wasn't Joe. His name was Steve, his name was Steven, his name was...
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Cool. All right, man. Hopefully it wasn't too stupid.
No, that was great. Thank you.
You are